me,
Oh, yeah.
AJ, and this is very terrifying. There's a lot on the line here when we talk about it. The hopes, the dreams, the idea of if they can defend the title as one of the best in the world is happening right now. Can they stay in the game or will they go home early? And for now, we're back on Bermuda, a map where everyone is very, very adept with.
This is where it all began, in the OG map Bermuda. The flight path cutting through from Shipyard all the way down between Rimnam and Mars Electric pretty much opens up a fair share of the map for all of these players to play for. And you are absolutely right. Fluxo tethering on the very edge. GG. Gaming Gladiators just 2 points behind them. And of course, AGG, All Glory Gaming, 10 points behind the one and only Fluxo. It is all going to be dependent on just this one map, and Twisted Mind, they open up strong up against a team that does not have a chance to make it into the top 12. It is the one and only Onyx Olympus, and they are just feeding to Twisted Minds at this point. Kiba, the final player, he does not drop just yet. Garu taken off of the map as the revival does come through, so they survive for a little bit longer.
Twisted Minds already with 3, but Onyx does come back into the game. Jack waiting to be picked up right now. Kiba all alone. Needs to be able to survive for a bit longer, as they are still trying to figure out whether or not they want to bring this. They can become a killer of hopes and dreams, disrupting the dreams of those tethering at the edge of the top 12.
You are a big dreamer, you are.
I love dreaming.
You are a big dreamer. I want to see the disruptive ways of Onyx Olympus, but like I always say, I am a man that does love miracles, but I'm not a very big believer in them. Let's take a look at the players of Twisted Minds as they try to back away from the initial engagement up against Sonic Olympus. Now they come across Al-Qadsiya. Are they gonna slay or will they get slayed? Remind them that this is their home turf. The Parafal drops Saming, one of the key players out of Twisted Minds, and that quickly puts Twisted Minds on the back foot to back away.
And they're okay with that. Al-Qadsiya, they are a team currently at the bottom of the ladder, trying their best to just really rack up as many points as they can before they end the day. This is a situation where they can just try and get as many points as they can, really just tell us that despite them being at the bottom here, this is the potential they can bring to the table. Regardless, over on this fight here, Gladiators finding one from AG, and this is really looking very well for them. Gaming Gladiators still the edge, very happy, riding off that high, the momentum for the previous games they've been playing on.
And of course, the one to get that elimination, the one and only Wonder Kid, 18 dear. Beautiful shot with the takedown. Twisted Minds, unfortunately, they now lose Protete. Bison in hand, but could not take on 2 players at the same time. Remind goes in for a quick pickup. G18 back on his feet, and Al-Qadsiya, they may be down at the bottom of the leaderboard, but the hopes not dead just yet within them. They want to show that they most definitely can stand toe-to-toe with one of the greatest out there on the battlefield. They want the next circle as well.
And for now, for Onyx, all alone, spoke too soon. Knockdown already. Bobs will be so happy to pick up these points. These points are so precious to Fluxo, a team that's trying to defend their world title, showing why they are the best in the world. Tethering on edge has to make sure that every single point they get is so precious to make it on the top 12.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just Fluxo sweating. 4 of our panelists, they're sweating as well. Many of them had Fluxo as the champion of the competition, so they just are desperate for them to get into the point rush. But will we see more out of this squad? We'll have to wait and see. Netshoe Miners, on the other hand, trying to mine a couple of extra points for themselves, but EWC Divine proving that they are the stronger horse out there. They get those knocks, one after the other. Nando 9 refuses to go down, but with the Mini Uzi, it meets his match. Aim God, Mini Uzi in hand as well. Nando does have a tad bit more HP to work around with here. 2v1 as Aim God hops on out. Nando goes down, and there's just no hope for Netshoes to recover against EWC, but that's not final player just yet, so they get to play those revives.
Still another point for EWC in the pocket, though. They are very happy to go along with that. Checking the whole area to see it's free or not, but the map here, looking at how many teams are over onto the southern side. Now, over on this end here, Team Solid finds this out against AG once again. Trying his best to stop this, I would say, this rush forward from Team Solid, saying, no, I don't want to see this fight stop right now. Running out of the way, trying to survive for as long as he can, and Team Solid on a rampage. They themselves are a team that's very aggressive, love these fights, love these skirmishes. They're okay with letting you wanna go. For them, it's just extra points to be farmed.
AG Global just hoping and praying they do not get found too early, because they know hot on their tails is Team Falcons. 8 points behind them on the overall leaderboard. Team Falcons threatening to take away that 3rd spot. And of course, AG Global, they just started to smile because they kicked out RRQ from that third spot. So there is nothing that they would like better than to end the group stage with the third place in hand. But now, all up to All Glory Gaming, the team that's feathering on the 13th spot to make it into top 12. Can they take down one of the predators of the competition, Sebastian, the key player? And without him, this fight just got a tad bit more difficult.
Cypher as well will be traded out. Good trade if you think about it. His teammates are here, all quickly just crunching onto each other. The fight's not done quite yet. Everyone just taking the time to isolate each and every one of them so that they don't get traded. Not happening quite yet. Stop finally found in the end. And AGG happy with those extra points.
And some body shots right there to show you that we mean business, baby. They are not done just yet. They want more points. AG, they back away, but Team Falcons have managed to find Stop as well as Do. The revival has come through, so Stop right above him. Onyx Olympus still has not caught a break just yet. they're just abusing that Riptide rhythm just because Skylar got a buff. The guy was knocked behind the blue wall, but they did not want a Horizon line to pick him right back up. Twisted Minds picking up every single point they see out there.
Speaking of points, El Katsia still alive and kicking.
Oh, yeah.
Finds Kiba in the end, another point in the bag. Now, in the previous match, we saw Falcons completely walking around, getting as many kills as they can. And you mentioned before, one of the most points collected today. Less movement in this map, though. Understanding how many teams are on the southern side, do not want to be a victim of third party, do not want to be sniped and caught off guard all on their own. But loving the fact that they're changing this pacing gives them a lot of range on what they have in their playbook.
Some of the audience might also be thinking, wait, does it even matter if these teams who have no hope of getting into the top 12, why don't you just give up? Because you can't give up.
You can't.
Because everybody gets a slice of the pie when it comes to the prize pool.
Yes.
Down at the 18th spot, you still get a slice. And guess what? The slice gets bigger every single rank that you climb.
That's
so
right.
Alcatsia is not giving up just yet. And Onyx Olympus is sure as hell not giving up just yet. 19 Esports wants to overtake Hot Shots. Everybody's looking out for some extra moolah out there.
That's right. And on top of that, you are on the world stage. Everyone is looking at you. Despite the fact you are the bottom, there's still a lot of potential that you want to show to every single person out there, representing your country, your nationality. This is somewhere that you have to be very proud to be, and I love that every team is still trying despite the fact, and no word such as giving up in this one, as Top just now, despite being stopped, he's back in the game.
I mean, inconsequential as to what happens to Stop as well as AG. As long as you qualify for the top 12, there's not really a prize pool that you're playing for the top 12 teams.
Oh, yeah.
But Team Falcons, they have got something big to prove. They want to prove that they can pick up the most number of points in one day of play to really give the brand a tad bit of bigger confidence, right? As well as, you know, you've got a STC arena full of Falcon fans. So you want to give some of your fledglings out there a tad bit of extra confidence in the brand as well. But one elimination thus far, they need quite a number more.
Yeah, they can. I think the idea is just trying to be able to survive a little bit longer. Again, when you are in these last map, especially against teams that have a lot to prove, teams that are very, very desperate, this shift in mindset is what I believe they're trying to be very, very cautious about. And this situation, Diamond, he's going to be happy with one knock already onto Baros.
Let's see if or not they can make some magic out of this, because Team Solid does not want to get into any more tussles, but if there is a fight that they have to take, they will get into an engagement. Evos Divine, not really at threat to lose their top 12 position once again. There's no prize pool that they're playing for here, just a little bit of extra pride, just a little bit of extra flex that, hey, I ended the group stage on a higher rank compared to you. So, an inconsequential fight, I'll take that as. Twisted Minds, on the other hand, as they roam around out there on the battlefield, currently 6 points behind EWOS Divine. They want an extra rank.
They want an extra rank. They want to go aggressive. They're just picking up kills. Eliminations along eliminations throughout the entirety of this last map. Again, Bermuda, a very, very familiar map for everyone. Everyone is very active on this one, but everyone's playing it very, very tactically.
And I don't like that. Give me some action.
You love chaos. That's your thing.
I love chaos. I love pandemonium. I wake up in the morning and I look for chaos. I usually find it because I'm married now.
Sorry, I didn't love that I called you off guard.
Speaking of chaos, here comes Fluxo. They are trying to look for some peace out there on the battlefield until they find the next circle. And it
What
looks
happened
like
there?
they're not too far away from some trouble. Bob's just bobbing away. Gio right behind him to back him up. Players spread across the battlefield just to make sure they don't get funneled into a position where they cannot respond to any of those engagements. But bless them, because they are pretty clear away from all of the other teams. The closest ones to them is Alcacia on the right towards Mill. And of course, you have got Twisted Minds towards the left-hand side. They have that vending machine. Speaking of Alcacia, they've got a bird's eye view over whatever's going on down there.
Playing toward this side of that circle. They are eager to get into the area itself. Now look at how many teams are just going to be rotating in from the northern side because of that hard shift toward the southern side. And at peak, every single compound and real estate has already been taken up here. Everyone's just prepping themselves for that final fight. And I do love the fact that for Falcons, they put themselves away to the southern side. It means that they're so far away from the fight. They can third party if they want to. They can for those long range picks. They can just free for all, pick off points, buffet for them if they want to.
Alcacia just having a little bit of fun out there on the battlefield. A couple of shots sustained. Aminos! This is the time where you want to hop on out of that monster truck and move on your feet. Those glue walls need to be pulled out. Last thing you want to do is get sniped off of your monster truck and go down in style.
It's going to be Remind that snipes one at round 7 knocked already. He's doing a lot of damage onto the team, a lot of pressure onto them. In fact, NMG is here. They're going a little bit more passive, moving out of the way. And on top of that, Ray has also kind of like chunked them on the other side. They're being sandwiched from 2 different teams and not the best place for them to be in.
Unfortunately, Alcacia is not really depending on the Skyless Riptide rhythm. That could have made a huge difference in terms of the gunfight. Just like what I was talking about, that Riptide rhythm really crushing the play of Netshoe Miners. They wanted mine points, but they are being mined upon. Team Solid with those solid Skylar Riptide rhythms. 2 of them sent their way, breaking down their defenses. Easy points gathered here, but Team Solid's not leaving their compound at peak just yet. They just want to take those spot shots at you, but they also are pretty comfortable in their defensive spot.
Could be Twisted Minds that's going on aggressive. He finds out Fluxo, they're in trouble. Taking so much damage from the zone, Portal go forward just to take up more space. Places themselves on top of the terrain, and excuse me, but it puts out so much damage. Kick goes down from the other side, but it's going to be Twisted Minds that goes on an aggressive. So many utility used already. On top of that, those blue wall buys time. They break it down with the Skylar ability, and Diamond does find Gio. 1 knockdown already. It's all about trying to go and just completely obliterate them one by one before they come back inside of the game. So much damage, so much and Gio goes down, and one by one the members of Fluxo go down, and the first grenade kill on top of that by Headstart 7.
Fluxo, this is a bad spot! Fluxo! Your world champs have been kicked out in the 12th spot! And it's now all up to Gaming Gladiators as well as AGG to kick them out of the top 12 as well. This is the best case scenario for Gaming Gladiators. This is the best case scenario for AGG. Holy mama!
I was not expecting that from Fluxo. Thought that the pressure would give them a little bit more push. That didn't happen. Positioning was just not quite there for them. Look at how many teams are inside the compound for us peak and not able to push forward, excuse me. And this pandemonium is happening. AGG on the aggressive finds AG on top of the building. Taking out so much damage there.
Oh, beautiful nades. But of course, the time turner saving them a little bit of the damage sustained. Some baskets taken down. A couple of grenades sent right back. NMG on the other hand taken out of the equation, but nothing to worry. They are in the top 12. Fluxo's not going to overtake them. Unfortunately, they got kicked out in 12. AG on the other hand surviving for the time being. But AGG says, thank you very much. We don't want to do this up high battle with you. They back away. AGG has got a bigger monster to slay. They want the booyah. And fun fact, they already have 1 booyah at Bermuda. So high chances here for the squad.
And that's right. And now all the players inside of compound forced to move out of the way. Cause you guys want, and so the X-Traps bodies hitting the floor one by one. Free for all fight. 90 limited, 19 plays, but Nick 7 is the one of the quad. They go aggressive. Twisted Minds as well. Gets knocked down. Here's EVOS. They rush forward. He's doing very, very well with 9 eliminations in the back. They have to just completely obliterate all of these blue walls, and they do just yet. Just that, excuse me. Team Solid going down like dominoes. Flies being knocked out of the sky. Track Step 7 knocked out already and completely lobbied. Looks so bad for them. And Eva's gonna be high all the way to the end. But winning winning this fight and making it to this side, the northern side of the circle.
Inconsequential. I just want to see the important fights, and here we go, baby. We have got Gaming Gladiators just sneaking around the back. They want to make sure they can, of course, overtake Fluxo because there is a threat from AGG. Like I said, AGG already has one good solid booyah on this map, and they're capable of taking yet another one. One more, planning to be that #1 squad for all teams to appear in that grand final. They are still alive and kicking. They want a booyah, and they've got a booyah that's far on Bermuda as well. So crazy fun facts all around for all of y'all to nibble up. Team Solid, not so solid in that round. They are safe for the top 12. Falcons now want to take on AG, but they don't want to miss that. Gaming Gladiators from the back, pumping out those Drogons. You know 18DA wants to shine, but the blue zone not on the side of Falcons, and he takes a fight to them.
The Falcons still going very, very aggressive. They're not stopping. Gaming Gladiators, this is do or die moment for them. And they are saying no dying, only doing. They put so much pressure on the teams on the other side. But they're trapped in the corner like rats. It's going to be Falcons right in front of them. They go aggressive. Rats are down. And so does 18 here. Caught it all. They can't do more than that. 5th place for them.
Gaming Gladiators out. It's all up to AGG now to crush their hopes. We do not know what those points are going to be looking like. But Team Falcons up here, soaring up high. They want more points. They want to slay. They want to dominate the stage of Free Fire here at the Esports World Cup. Can they do it? EWC Divine standing in their way. All Gamers Global standing in their way. Falcons 9 elimination strong. They spot another mouse out there. And it's in the name of AG. Beautiful slays. Cost with a double. The grenade launcher still strong. AGG 2 more players. And they are holding on. They do not want to mess with anyone just yet.
Falcons still very much in the game. Despite that one knock, they're still very much quick on that reset, on that wait. And for now, it's going to be EVOS with the high ground advantage. The circle is just slowly dwindling, and Falcons have nowhere to go. They did manage to go down the side, though, but so much pressure coming in from EVOS.
They got blocked in, but they've got another exit here. Jump out the window, son, and he finds one player right down below, but Justin gets knocked down by Ray, gets traded out back. Sabas, Rafek said he's holding on with 18 medkits, 17 medkits, one by one they take down. He's waiting for EWC Divine to back away. AGG purely playing those placement points, but he cannot waste on too much of time. Falcons has got one final survivor, 13 points in hand already, and they're going for the #1 spot. Those placement points are going to help them out, and Peter makes it 14, but no more for you, sir. EWC Divine books the final booyah. A solid play from everyone out there.
Very, very impressive play. Falcons showing their aggression, their talents toward the end of that match. But it's going to be EVOS that's more adept in that positioning in the end of the day. A good play by them, even the teams at the bottom, showing us why this is one of the most prestigious world-class teams out there. A booyah for FreeBoss Esports, and I'm so excited to see who exactly is in the top 12. I mean, you sort of know, but...
Fluxo is sweat and blood right now, my dear friends. They have no idea whether or not the effort that they've thrown in thus far is enough to